everybody, and welcome back to Valheim. So, let's go repair some of our stuff real quick before we go out on any adventures. Okay. Now, we managed to get some deer, which was pretty cool because normally you can only get deer once you get yourself a bow. But we got a little bit lucky in that the deer kind of chased after us when we got near it. And I guess you can sneak up on deer if you're good enough at doing that. So what we're gonna do is we're going to try to get as much leather scrap as we can, which means we're gonna have to either hunt some. We're gonna have to hunt some boars, actually. There is another way to do it, but it requires animal husbandry, which we aren't quite set up for, even though I think we could do it. It would require us to get some, or actually not just some, but a lot of berries. Because in this game, you can actually tame certain animals, such as the boars, or these other beasts that we'll see later on in the game called locks, but I won't get into that yet. As I've stated earlier, I kind of want this to be more of an experience for new people who have never seen this game before. I want it to be like a surprise when something new pops up, so I'll try not to give anything away. Oh, Midsummer Crown. Okay, this is a part of the new update, actually. One of the newest updates for the summertime. So apparently there's like a Midsummer Festival in Sweden that they're celebrating. They probably already have celebrated it yet at this point in time of me recording it. But the cool thing is you can make these cool crowns, and they've made certain other things like banners and stuff like that, or like a pole or something like that. Really cool stuff. And I really do like some of that cultural stuff when it's involving the changing of the seasons and things like that. So to get a Midsummer Crown, we need 10. Let's get 3 more dandelions. Yeah, I've never had one of these, so I'm actually quite excited. This is new for me. Oh, might as well get our fisticuffs out and duel a grayling. Get over here. Ow. Don't fight back, please. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Now we've got what we need. And we are maxed out on the food we have currently. But food is an always ever needed item. When I played this game the first time through, you have like, you make these crazy meals and then it's like the next minute it's already gone. And you have to get more of it. Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Hold on. I want to be by the window. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. You ready? Boom! Oh, look at me! Oh! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Actually, does this give anything to us? It gives us 1 armor, so that's pretty dope. Nothing wrong there. Looks amazing. I can imagine wearing this the entire playthrough. I don't think we're gonna do that, but we're definitely gonna keep this on in a chest, like for safekeeping. In fact, I might make several of them just because this might not be a forever item. I have no clue. Anyhow, there's a boar. In most cases, boar will like kind of have a little family or a little group. Usually like 3 or 4 of them. That was just a lone boar. So the best way to find some boar is just going throughout the forest. Just looking. Our weight's actually really heavy right now. I did not notice that before we left. I guess we should go after this neck. Two-punch man. I'll avenge you, neck, by killing you too. Ow. No meat? That's odd. They almost always drop a tail. That neck did not have a tail. Apparently. To get some more flint. Okay. Just gonna make sure that we don't over encumber ourselves. Running up to 9. We're almost at 10. That's good. Getting our running skill is definitely better. Because you need to do a lot of that. Plus, is it nighttime? Already. Running's really good though because it allows you to run further for longer. It takes up less of your stamina. Wow, the earth tree is just so beautiful. The first time I loaded into the game, I was like, oh, what's that? Can I chop it down? I still want that to be a thing. Please let me chop down that tree. It'll be like an end of world scenario. It's like, do you really wish to chop this down? You will die. Yes, please. Just give me an epic end scene, like an apocalyptic smash through the oceans and the mountains just crumble beneath. Oh. It is nighttime. So let's go back home. And get to our bed and fireplace. You can notice that it's cold right now, so I'm gonna stop running and then show you. Well, we are rested, so our stamina is probably faster than it should be. But if you're cold without being rested, it ticks up a lot slower. And if it's raining, it's even worse. Here? Yeah. I won't even bother. Okay. There's home. And we made it. Perfect. Let's see if we have a dream. We do. You sleep in fits and fretful dreams, the weight of the nightmare heavy on your chest. When the morning comes, you greet it with relief. Good. It's actually not the worst dream out of most of them. Day 4. Okay. Let's drop some wood off. Save our back a little bit. We should make another chest, I think. So let's make another one. Put it here. Okay. Put our trophy here. And perhaps we put this in there. I would rather eat boar neck meat just because elk or deer meat right now is kind of hard to get still. So we'll cook these and go from there. How many fragments do we need to get a bow? We need 8. So we need to do a little bit better. Getting some more. We're gonna cook these real quick. It is nice that you can have different items of meat on the cooking station at the same time. Ah, Valheim. Imagine if we called Earth Valheim. Maybe some people do. I don't know. Or would that be Midgard? Oh, what was the lore there? Is it Midgard or something similar to that? We're gonna eat some neck, I think, since that's what we had in our current food list. So we already need more mushrooms. So we'll look for those as we hunt down our boar. But this is a lot of the game, you know, you're just kinda wandering. I heard a monster. Get out of here. I should craft a club as well for fighting. Now, I'm not sure if I explained this yet, but there are different types of attack. So the club has blunt of 12, and the flint axe has a slash of 20. Now these wooden greylings, I'm pretty sure they are more susceptible to slash attacks. Blunt attacks aren't as effective on these guys, I'm pretty sure. They'll still do the trick though. But it's good to get all of your different types of skills leveled up, because there will be better weapons for each of these classes as we progress. Oh, another thing I really love about this game is the music. It's so dynamic. I'm a sucker for violin as well. Any stringed instrument, especially cello. Cello is a beautiful instrument. Or the harp. So let's see if I can name every stringed instrument. Guitar. Viola. And now I'm struggling. Piano. I would only guess that a harpsichord is similar to a piano and that it might have strings. Of course, I could be completely wrong. What would another one be? I mean, a fiddle is basically a violin. If you're like, isn't that the thing? It's like in America, if you're in the South, you call it a fiddle, and if you're in the North, you call it a violin. Or if you're live anywhere else, it's a violin, right? Or maybe they made so many differences over the years that maybe there is like an actual difference between a fiddle and a violin, but I don't distinctively know yet. This is a new area on the map, so we're gonna be traveling. See a nice little house over here. Let's see what's inside. Could be in here. Nothing. But there's a lot of wood here that we could gather up here. So let's put a little point on the map. Abandoned shack. We'll come back later to collect some wood. I would now, but it's too much weight to carry. Oh, look at all these. Almost just ran right by him. Yes, please. Now, the real question is, what is your favorite berry? Is it raspberry, blackberry, blueberry, strawberry? I don't want to get too crazy because I know there's a lot of others like elderberries and mulberries and lingonberries, something like that. If you were to restrict your choices to blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, and blueberries, out of the 4, what would your favorite be? I'm scanning for boars real quick. Oh, there's one. My personal preference? Oh, okay. Before we do this take on berries, you see the 1 star above the boar? So certain beasts, or any mob actually, can have up to 3 stars above their bar. See, he doesn't have any stars. So what that means is 1 star means it is twice as strong, pretty much. But you'll get twice as many drops from that mob. Oh, they heard me. So this guy, he is twice as strong, both health and attack. So it's very dangerous to fight him. But as you can see there, we got much more meat from that 1 boar. So when you start to see mobs with 2 stars above their head, that's pretty powerful. But if you ever see one with 3 stars, you gotta be really careful around them. And if you ever play Pokemon, which, by the way, I love Pokemon, and you might see I have some series of Pokemon up on this channel. You should watch that. I love those kind of games, all about it. But anyhow, as there are shiny Pokemon in the game Pokemon, there are also shiny mobs in this video game, Valheim. So if you find some mobs with stars above their heads, they might look different, which is a good indicator that they're not just ordinary. And so they'll have a different shade of color, and they'll look, actually some of them look really, really cool. But every star that's, okay, let me just rephrase it. So if, let's say regular mob, certain color. If it has 1 star above its head, different color. 2 stars, a different color. 3 stars, again, a different color. So I guess, and it didn't look like that boar had its own color, so I don't think it's for every mob. But I think it's for mostly hostile mobs. Perhaps that aren't tameable, perhaps. That have different colors when they're different levels of star ratings. By the way, it's just a nice little aesthetic thing that I love about this. Anyhow, oh, we have 8. Perfect. Let's go back home. We are going to create a bow. Anyways, as we were saying, I would choose my favorite berry to be a blackberry, just because it's not too acidic like a strawberry is, sort of. It doesn't have like that sour tart taste to it. Not all strawberries are like that, you know. I guess most of the time strawberries are sweet, but there's a certain strawberries that have that more tart taste to it. But blackberries are just kind of, they're a nice mellow and like a smoother taste of a berry. Oh, had a little save there, a bit of lag. While a raspberry, it's close behind, I would say. From a blackberry. Blueberries, though, I do love a blueberry. if I were to rank all 4 of those berries, I would say blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, and then strawberry. From my favorite to most favorite to least favorite. And it'd be a fun little thing if you guys want to put your own order of berries in the chat. I love comments. I love to interact as much as possible. Ooh. Nice cattails. Wish we could harvest these. One of my favorite things to do with cattails is when you pick them, right, and then you squeeze them between your hand, and then they like poof out, and then they just almost like blow up and blow away in the wind. I'd say cattails are very effective too with repopulation. In the way that how they explode, because there are so many like seedlings in a cattail. It's almost guaranteed that one of them's gonna work. Okay. Let's run here back to the shack and craft ourselves our first bow. This is gonna be huge. We have some more necktail, so we can maybe we'll replace our mushroom with boar meat now, since we have no mushrooms, but we have quite a bit of boar meat. Crude bow. There you go, we got one. So I'm gonna sit down here so we get some comfort level up. And then cook our meat. And then we're gonna test out our bow. Nice. Comfort up. Get our stamina working. I love this this floral, I guess you could, are they called laurels? Like a flower crown. Not quite sure. Ah, look at that mountain in the backdrop. It's very nice. Funny thing is, the cool part about this is that land you see in the background. It's not just like a skybox. You can literally get over there, and it would be the same land feature. Just more detailed, probably a lot more trees and things like that. Absolutely love it. And when I first, it's giving me a lot of nostalgia, even though it wasn't that long ago that I first played this game, because this game's not barely over a year old, but you can really get lost in this world when you're first going around exploring and trying to set up your own place. Okay, and we still have 5 out of 10 firewood, so let's eat up, get ourselves ready. I'm gonna drop off these rocks and the flint that we have acquired and the resin, and then we will head out with our new bow. We can hold on to the leather scrap, I guess. We have 13 arrows. We could potentially make some more arrows, wooden arrows. Let's do that. Let's make 40 of them. That's perfect. We'll start off with our flint head arrow, so you can right click on the arrow and that'll equip it to your bow. First of all, if we were to upgrade this bow, we would need more scrap and deer hide, so it starts to require more and more higher tiered resources as you go. But look at this thing. Not bad. That's a really thick branch though. The way it goes from the top to the bottom. So this is kind of how the interface is. You get a little cursor in the center. And what you do is you hold left click and it starts to hone in. But as I hold this left button down, you can see that the stamina bar is going down. So you can't just have it you know, pulled back and drawn ready to shoot whenever, always, because if you do that in a real fight, you might not love the outcome when you have to, let's say, dodge or something like that. So I'm not going to shoot. Don't want to waste an arrow, but oh, and you know what? I haven't even showed you. You can roll in this game. If you control and then you move and then press jump button, sort of like space, you can tuck and roll. It's kind of fun. One thing I haven't tried is if I can jump and then roll. No. You can kind of do like a tuck roll jump, but you can't do a jump tuck roll. Okay, enough messing around there. So let's actually do some hunting here. And the good part about this is you also have a skill for your bow. And a bow will do piercing damage. It's a different type of damage there. Now I believe that Greylings are resistant to pierce damage. And the reasoning behind that is they're sort of like the protector of the trees. They kind of remind me of that. Sort of like an Ent, right? But they're giant tree monsters. But they do resemble trees, and so if you were to shoot an arrow at a tree, it doesn't obliterate a tree, you know. Sure, it'll pierce through it and it'll stick, but it's not like an axe where you can actually like cut it in half and do some real damage. And so I kind of think about that when I see a mob. I'm like, what would kind of make sense? That's not always the case, but when it comes to the Greylings, I would say they've done a pretty good job. You could eat another bite. You lie on the battlefield, dreaming eyes turned upward in the sky, veiled by smoke. The calls of your warriors grow fainter as for a second time. Oh, okay. I couldn't finish that, but they're not always different. They repeat quite often. When you go through enough days, it'll repeat a lot of the same dreams. Or you dream of nothing at all.